The World Cup has arguably been the best World Cup of all time. This World Cup so far has a very, very solid case for being the best World Cup of all time. The drama, the upsets, nobody is going without a fight. At least most teams aren't. We just saw Cape Verde yesterday put up the fight of the century and we're about to pull off the upset of the millennium. And then we've seen some upset as well. We saw Paraguay knock out Germany, and we saw some dark horses progress. Norway, Colombia progress to the next round with real chance of going far in this competition. This has been the World Cup of the ages, man. Like every game, it feels like we that were on this side of the world, it feels like every time you sleep and wake up, something crazy is happening. Like you must not sleep. No time for sleep in this 1 month period, man. Anyways, we are now in the round of 16. And so in the round of 16 means we have to predict this round of 16 matches. And there are some incredible matches here that I'm looking at, man. Let's start with the first game for today. We've got Canada, Morocco. Canada, Morocco, man. This is a tantalizing fixture. Canada are having their best World Cup in their history. They just came off winning their first ever World Cup knockout game as they progress past the group stage for the first time in their history. All the hosts so far have not come to play. They are all in the round of 16. Anyways, Canada face Morocco, who are, at this point, I won't even call them a dark horse. I'll just call them one of the main big boys in this competition. And it's a tough ask. It is a really, really tough ask. Canada, Morocco, man. It's a really tough ask. They're head-to-head. Morocco have won both games that they have played. They played at the last World Cup where Morocco won 2-1, and they played about 10 years ago when Morocco won 4-0. It has no bearing on this. Anyways, Canada versus Morocco. I think I'm just going to go with Morocco winning this game. Now, every knockout round, we are probably owed a comeback. Like, it's just what it is. We are owed a comeback. I don't think the comeback is happening in this game. I don't think so. Morocco should win, let's say, 3-1. 3-1 easy win for Morocco. France, Paraguay. Woo! France, man, they have been the team of the tournament so far. They've won every single game. Them alongside Argentina have won every single game. Argentina have won every single game, yeah. And they have been just scoring at will. Their front three, especially Olise, Mbappe, and Dembele, have just been tearing teams apart all tournaments. Paraguay will just about the same feat, probably, but it won't be as easy as it was for France against Sweden. That I guarantee you. Because these Paraguay guys, they are nasty, they are physical, and they are going to make the game very, very hard for France. Like, France will not blitz these guys like people are expecting them to. I predict a 2-1 France win. A 2-1 France win. Because I don't think France will blitz these guys. That's what I think. They are going to make the game very, very difficult. Tomorrow, we have two tantalizing fixtures. We have Brazil versus Norway. See, this Brazil versus Norway game, for me, is the hardest game to predict in this round. It is the hardest game to predict in this round. Because on paper, Brazil versus Norway, it's just for Brazil win. Like, Brazil, Norway are the World Cup round of 16. That's as straightforward as we can get. Like, that is as straightforward as it gets as per wins. You want to know the funniest part? They've only faced once, and that was the World Cup in 1998 when Norway beat the then defensive champions in the group stage. That's their only meeting. That is their only meeting. Norway came there and they beat Brazil in the World Cup. Now, that doesn't mean much, right? That's like the children of the players who played then are currently playing for Norway. So it's a completely different era and time. But Norway have momentum. Brazil, they struggled against Japan. They just used their area. Like, Brazil, basically, in the second half, they just basically targeted the aerial weakness of Japan. Well, surprise, surprise, Norway don't have that weakness. Norway are 6 foot plus giant, 6 foot four Vikings. So it won't be easy to just be knocking the ball up and hoping for the best against Norway. So Brazil are going to have to come up with something. Norway's defense, though, is meaty. I have to say that. Their defense is really meaty and they can concede goals. Get me? If you pressure them, you know they can concede goals. But then on the counter attack, Odegaard doesn't release the ball quickly. I had my issue with Odegaard this tournament. But that man, Erling Haaland, all you need is one chance, man. All you need is one chance. You can't bet against Erling Haaland. You cannot bet against Erling Haaland. You're making a very big mistake betting against him. Overall, I predict this game to go to penalties and Brazil scrape a victory on penalties. But now we're going to make it hard. Probably 1-1. 1-1. Mexico, England. Now, Mexico have not lost, I think, at the stadium that this game is going to be played. This game is going to be played at the Mexico City Stadium. They have not lost there, at least not yet. So, that's a tough ask, and England have not been going, they've not been going smoothly at this World Cup at all. It has been really, really not smooth for England in this World Cup. But I think England should have what it takes to beat Mexico. I just think they'll probably scrape another 9 minutes goal, maybe another 2-1 scraping, another 2-1 victory. That's what I predict them to do. Now we have Portugal, Spain. Portugal versus Spain. This is a huge game. World Cup, Euros, this game always matters. 2010, they met in the round of 16, I think, as well. Spain won. 2012, they met in the Euros. I also think in the round of quarterfinal, I think, Spain won as well on penalties. It's going to be interesting to see, but judging by what we're seeing in this World Cup so far, Portugal don't look good. Spain look better, and they actually got into gear in the game, in their last game against Austria. I think Spain win this, and I don't think it will be that hard either. Portugal's midfield have not. Portugal's coaching generally is poor. It has been terrible all competition, and I don't think that will change in this game. It's not possible to just flip the switch like that. It's not possible. The only way Portugal can have something in this game if they just take the game to penalties or something. When the Balls are playing 90 minutes, I think Spain is going to have too much for Portugal. USA, Belgium, another host facing Belgium. It's going to be a hard game, man. This is another difficult one to predict because Belgium are not good. They don't deserve to be here. Okay, they won their game, right? So they deserve to be here technically. But on the basis of play throughout this tournament, they've been poor. But then they find themselves in the round of 16 with a good chance to go to the quarterfinals. You know what? Our dark horses are going to be our hosts. I think USA knocks Belgium out. USA have a lot of momentum right now. And their momentum is going to be enough to see them to victory against Belgium. Belgium, their players have not really. I predicted Doku to have a good World Cup. So far, I've not really seen it. So I just know the US are going to take care of business. Standard 2-1 victory. Argentina, Egypt should be a straightforward win for Argentina, but then going by what they played against Cape Verde might not be that straightforward. But then again, Egypt don't look great, but they are in the round of 16. What am I to expect? Egypt are going to be compact. They're going to play nasty low block. Mamouche has been horrible in this tournament. He has to get it right. Salah, this is his last dance. Can he knock out Messi? Wait to see. But Argentina should have these, maybe 3-1. 3-1, Messi scores again. Colombia, Switzerland. Colombia are the real dark horses of this tournament. They are the real dark horses of this tournament. And you know the funniest thing? I think they go through because there's a matchup within us in the quarterfinals that is going to be juicy. But Colombia go through probably on penalties. It's going to be a 1-1 draw with Switzerland, and they go through on penalties. That is my round of 16 predictions. Now, this is filmed like an hour before the Morocco game. I was very busy all day, so I couldn't film this all day. But hopefully the video is out around the time the Morocco game is on. I would love to get this out as quickly as possible. So just when you see this, if my Morocco prediction is already wrong, then, my bad, I guess. My bad. Anyways, let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.